Chris, how do you see it?
I'm also saying I want to take a look at some of these numbers with the retailers in regards to their inventories. That was the big thing with Walmart yesterday. Yeah. They did a great job. That last spring when Target and Walmart, they just flushed with all of this stuff that nobody wanted, absolutely crushed them. I also think it's a good opportunity for these retailers to play it smart. I like the fact that Walmart is rolling back its grocery prices for Thanksgiving. Right. So basically, it's almost like a loss leader, where you're having getting people in the door. Okay, we're going to lower the grocery prices, but maybe they'll buy up some of these other products that have greater margins. Yeah,
they're betting on loyalty. That people will say, you know what, you did me a favor right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's. I know it's anecdotal. My listeners around the country, they're not thrilled about this at all. I mean, Lindsey Graham makes a statement here. If he can continue this tone and deliver this message. The story of the scorpion and the frog, it's his nature to lash out. We just saw that happen going after DeSantis and Youngkin, who these guys are extraordinary. They've been doing such a great job in their states, and they're so popular. Why would you do that? You don't have to. You guys wrote the book. He had a great record, great policies, things that I voted for. But all of this nastiness, people are exhausted by it. Yeah. They really, really are. Well, how many people have an automatic tick as soon as you hear a name where your eye rolls? Right. It's automatic. She's basically building her brand. Right. That's all she does. I don't really even think she cares so much about the party. She's about building her brand.
Yeah, that's a great point. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, the GOP's new Chris.
Yeah, I had a question. Apple they basically pushed back against Facebook with all the advertising constraints. Wouldn't this be an opportunity for some of these companies to develop that type of technology as a sales tool? As you buy an Apple phone because we can block TikTok? Why wouldn't they have an incentive to do that?
Do it through capitalism.
Yeah. Right. No,
Create
absolutely.
a competitor.
Yeah, and I don't believe there is going to be a real change unless there's an incentive like that those companies can see out of the entire equation of this.
He was appointed acting chief of the Justice Department's criminal division for the Biden administration. Chris, your thoughts?
Wow. Just one scandal after another. I mean, you never knows where it's going to end. But I want to kind of quickly go back to you were talking about with the interview where the guy was pushed back. Yeah. Kenny, I've done your program. Right. If I wanted to come on your program and I said, you know what, you can't ask me, this is off the table, would you allow me to be on your program?
No, because it's an open conversation. Those are the questions you want to ask.
It's not apples to apples because you're talking about a sitting president's son. And you're talking about the issue of influence peddling where these people have taken in tens of millions of dollars from Chinese officials, and now Joe Biden is supposed to defend America and make the right decisions on behalf of America. How can he? Chris, you want to?
I was more Sarasota, Tampa, but I'm going to go with Naples on this one. Naples, very high end.
Good call.
Yeah, so you, Maria, think it's the Naples house. Actually, that one in Naples is only $2.1 million.
Wow. That's it, huh?
So y'all are really good bargain hunters, it turns out.
There's actually some of the internals in some of these meetings with some of these private equity groups are coming out, and you're scratching your head. You're like, who in their right mind would ever invest in anything like this? So that's the headline now. He's trying to raise money. From who? Yeah. Who's going to actually give this guy money at this point in time? But the whole thing, Kenny, you've been around doing this for a long time. The world's second oldest profession is get-rich-quick con artists. Right. And they constantly come around all the time. Right. And this is just another example of this. And this idea that Bitcoin and these things are a commodity, it blows my mind. It makes no sense.
But, I mean, look at this.
How much do you think is already baked into the cake after all the selling that we've seen this year? We were talking prior, looking back to 2000, and that period of time was a great time to be picking up high-quality companies with great dividends, and compounding is a royal road to riches. So there's a lot of I'm seeing a lot of opportunity out there in some high-quality names.
Absolutely. I think that the dividends are great right now. I mean, yes, bonds have become competitive, but yeah, dividends are great. You can buy companies 7, 8, 9 times earnings with great managements. They're real businesses.
What's the highest dividend payer company?
Well, at least in the financial space, and I own it, is New York Community Bank.
Chris.
Well, you had TJ Maxx's, and they're a little bit higher level, and they seem to be kind of even today. They didn't really drop to that great of a degree. So, and again, some of the TJ Maxx stores, they can get some pretty high-end items in there. They seem to be holding on okay.
TJX is the place for the value, the bargain hunter. So what a great environment for them, because if you want a brand at the best value, that's where you're going to go if you're willing to spend the time and treasure hunt. The other thing is that this is the best environment for them to buy, right? Because everybody's way over inventoried.
It's really good. And then make a milkshake because you get tired of eating pie. Yeah. Or serve a little milkshake. You can do an apple pie milkshake with your pecan pie. Pecan pie is the other items that are good for Thanksgiving.
Tell us.
What's the over-under in the calories on that one?
Butternut squash, inexpensive. This is gluten-free and vegetarian with American.
Oh my God, we got to jump.
I got to take a picture of that.
This is awesome. David Burke, thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.